All right, guys, I'm going to show you my swing, which looks easy but produces power. All right, so it looks like I put in like 50% effort and I got 110% out. All right, just as a fact for you guys that know and love geometry and alignments, um, I'm going to start working on a blueprint system to help your game get better. Now, the 4 accumulators for power are: 1, the right arm trail arm is a hammer; number 2, the wrist cock and uncock. That's the second accumulator. Third accumulator is rolling, which I'm going to show you a lot of today. There's a lot of speed there in this gamma torquing action. That's another discussion. And of course, number 4 is loading the lead arm in the backswing and then blasting that lead arm off in the forward swing. So when we're out here in the world of golf nerdery, which I'm, guilty of, it might be difficult to figure out how to use that ground, and if you're looking to shift a little to the right and start cranking those hips back and then getting back somewhere in here and then like Rory, then launching yourself off into the oblivion to create a bunch of speed, you got to put some time in, and you're going to have to be in good shape, flexible, and have time to put in. Okay, if you're looking for the easy speed where it's taken out of with a lot of instruction out there, it's definitely using the rotation of the arms. And that's where I would say that Tiger Woods is more like us. He's more like the average Joe in a way, because now he doesn't have that lower body. Tiger doesn't have that rotational lower body push speed. When you see what he does, I'm going to show you some of the videos here. As a matter of fact, let me show you a couple of videos of Tiger.
All right, here's Tiger's latest golf swing. So beautiful. I mean, absolutely stunning. We're going to do a little mini deep dive here. It looks like he's hitting an 8-iron or some lofted club. He's got the ball a little bit up in the stance, I can see. So maybe it's a camera angle, but, going to hit a little high shot. So you put it up a little bit, your left shoulder. Now, we know his right leg is not like it used to be, so the lower body's a little damaged and not as useful as it was. So here, normal wide takeaway from Tiger. The butt of the club, when it's level to the ground, is a good, looks like 6 inches away from the hips or so. And there go the arms up, the slight rotation of the left arm as he gets the club beautifully to the top, very quiet wrists, nothing bouncing around, neutral club face. And then we're going to watch the transition. This is still so great. He's got the lats, left shoulder, side of the rib cage over the golf ball. He then goes to a little bit of shift of the left hip away from the right one, which is letting the pelvis float a little bit. And then as the center belt gets a little bit towards the golf ball, he'll begin to stabilize the body because now the left knee is over the ankle. And that's the key point out there when you're looking at how to push away from the ground. You have to get the left knee so that it is over ankle right here. And therefore you have a stability to push back and up. Okay, so at this point here, Tiger's going down into P6. P6 is when the shaft's level to the ground. Now this is where it gets really awesome. His belt buckle is going up. If you peek through there, I'm just going to play it back and forth a second for you. See the belt buckle's rising. The hips are going to extension. The guy behind him with the camera there, you see his left hip is not driving into him anymore. It's over. It's done. It's only going up here, not going left, not shifting. And there's not a ton of rotation going on with the hips either. It's more so that things are stabilizing with the lower body as they, I'm going to switch this vector up this way now as he starts to push up. And from here, I want to zoom in a little bit on the hand. So the right palm is facing us at this time. And by the time he hits this golf ball and goes through, the right palm is facing the guy with the camera over there. So when we look at that again, we go, well, fading back, there's the ball. The butt of the club's almost over the ball, okay? And then begins a uncocking and really a releasing of the hands. So the hands have gone 90 degrees right to here, facing the target. That right palm facing us, now facing target. He has not hit the ball yet, just colliding there. The right forearm's gone and rolled about 45 degrees at least on the lower arm. And then The left wrist is flat, stable, left arm up against the chest. He's covered it nicely here with his lats, left lats, his shoulder over, side of that rib cage, head not moving, beautiful tiger stuff. And then we're going to watch where those hands are when the shaft's about 45 degrees to the frame here, and you can see that palm is facing the dude back there. So there's 180 degrees of hand roll there. So he's shaking hands with the target, swiveling out. And, you know, in previous videos, I put in there about rolling of the arms, and you can clearly see it's happening here with Tiger. And when and where you apply it is when you get very special and elite, but it's also a source of power, as you know, just watching Tiger swing. So a wonderful swing to watch over and over, guys.
So you guys that are working for a living, you're at the office and you're in the chair all day, you're not going to use these anyway. So if you see a video that's showing guys going with all this stuff, forget about it. What you can do though is completely knock something off the desk when something doesn't go right at the office. You can slam the clock off there or something, but use your when you split your hands. That's why you see a bunch of guys doing split grip drills, but they're doing it for force. I'm doing it for speed. So there's a difference. So when you see Rory or some of the guys out there trying to do this, snapping the club head off down here, that's a force production. That's not a speed production, okay? So that's you going down, body going up, club going down, body going up. This is pure velocity of the club, right? Letting the arms go. It's the third accumulator in the golfing world of the golfing machine. So my swing is effective and fast enough. And if you take your arms and like you're pouring water, it gets the center of the club, it gets the sling going back, and now the wrist hinge, the club ends up with the mass back behind. That way when you come down, it's going to be better on plane so you can get some speed going. Those guys that are out shallowing, have you ever seen Tiger do that? Well, I don't think so. All right, so you signed up for Morad. That's awesome. Mac O'Grady, one of the hardest hitting golf ball that I've ever heard in my 2003 school with him, Vegas. So what you're going to learn here is how to set your body on the ground, how to get your center of balance, your center of gravity, as we say, pivoting, keeping yourself organized with your head, the wrist joints, how they set to accelerate the club down with the pivot train. Right side coming through, elbow, hip, shoulder, everything accelerating through with a bunch of speed and balance. Mac looked the smoothest as anybody, like a Ben Hogan.